Okay, this is part 2 of my video on the Sonora 4-rod Westminster chime clock that I've been refurbishing or restoring, whatever you want to call it. And at this point, I've got the case is all finished. I've got the mechanism, the 89 mechanism installed into the case. It's been running good now for a couple weeks. I've also got the chime rods into the chime block. I had to replace those because they were damaged during shipping. So I've got the 4 Westminster chime rods put into the original chime block that I'm going to install. The case came out really nice. I was really happy with how this came out. It's got a beautiful grain pattern on this thing. It just it came out. It looks great. I was debating whether or not to do anything with the dial, but I think at this point I'm going to just leave the dial as it is and let that be some of the character of the clock. And the next step on this clock is going to be to install the Sonora chime mechanism and the chime block, and and then make sure that all the adjustments are right. What I've done also, where all the holes had pulled out from the original mounting screws, I drilled them oversized and I've plugged them with wooden dowels. And what I'm going to do is re-drill them a new center in those to mount the Sonora chime mechanism, so it's securely mounted. So as I go on, I'll keep it updated. Okay, well, I've got all the mechanisms installed inside the case now, and I've got the chime bar installed. I've adjusted the hammers so they hit nice and square and they're the correct distance away so they don't double bounce when they hit. And one thing on this mechanism, and it was sort of a mistake on my part, I thought that one of these little rods was broken off when I got the Sonora mechanism, but apparently on this clock that rod is clipped so that when the chimes strike the hour, it only chimes on 3 of the rods instead of 4. However, I tried it with the 4 and it just sounds great, so I'm just going to leave it like that because there's really no reason to change it. And I thought it sounded great, so I've got the beat adjusted. It's all wound, and I'm going to cycle it through the hour so you can hear it and watch it chime. So give me a minute to cycle it here. And that would be the quarter hour. Now we'll do the half hour. Now I'll do the 3/4. In the hour. And I hope this little camera picks up the resonance on this thing, because it's just wonderful to hear this thing chime off. So. Okay, so that's going to be the finish of this this Sonora chime clock reverberation video here. And all in all, I was pretty happy with the way this thing turned out, compared to how the case was when I got it and whatnot, and getting the mechanism back in order. I couldn't have been happier, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this clock for a long time to come. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for looking at my video.